Hello, my name is Rob Punton and welcome to my LifePage. Today I'm going to talk about big cat training and rewilding. Let me introduce myself. It was always an interest to work with big cats, which is why I wanted to have media experience. After university, I found myself studying at the New York Film Academy, documentary filmmaking, and then I worked as an undercover filmmaker in China during the Olympics and in Afghanistan as a war reporter. This had a lot of benefits for big cats because working under time pressure, creating stories, and also knowing that I could survive loss of life situations is critical when it comes to working with big cats, and it helps set a foundation for my interest in animals and the environment. Big cat training is used in order to enrich the lives of captive big cats so that they have a longer, more fruitful life. Rewilding is about giving cats the skills in order for them to be released to the wild. Training methodology with big cats falls into three categories: operant conditioning, enrichment training, and skills training. Loosely, we call this command training. It's the foundation by which we work with these animals, and in that foundation, it allows us to be able to explore different pathways in the future. So things like rewilding is possible because we've built a solid communication network with that animal and a sense of community with the animal. The foundation, of course, would be being physically and athletically fit. That always helps. It helps you get out of trouble and danger when you're working with these animals. It allows you to bounce back when you have trouble. More importantly, probably are the mental aspects of it, being able to respond under pressure, be flexible in your thinking, work to a plan, work empirically and scientifically. These things are very important when dealing with large carnivores, especially tigers and lions. Without having that ability, you're not only risking yourself, your life, the life of the animal, and potentially the life of your colleagues. So it's a really important skill to have. One of the real joys about working with big cats is that you become part of a larger family of animal enthusiasts and conservationists. You tap into this rich vein of passion amongst people, and it's something that brings a warmth because you're trying to make a real difference in the life and to the lives of these animals. That to meet like-minded people is a way to re-energize and also to pass on knowledge. So it's an exciting prospect to work around and with other people that have the same passion. Mostly it's to do with the knowledge of people that you're working with or working around. Often you might have a situation where you're working with a cat that is owned by somebody that doesn't really have a big knowledge or background in animal behavior. So part of your job is to educate them or re-educate those people. Everybody's an armchair expert about behavior of big cats because everybody loves them. So finding a delicate way to put your point of view across whilst making sure that you don't ruin your relationships is really fundamental to working with big cats. I'm up very early, so I probably get to work at about 4:30 a.m. I go through the day's program that I'd set the night before, make sure the planning for that day is ready to go. I then look at taking those animals out that I was going to work with in the morning. We'd probably do a walk, a swim, some sort of skills training. Often we'd go to an area that was secluded so that we could work with those animals. Then we also would allow the animals some free time to play, often in a 5 square kilometre radius. So we get a chance to bond with those animals. We would then come back with those animals, rinse and repeat, take another group, do a similar thing. Enrichment training is very different to predatory training. So predatory training is really about working on those skills to allow those cats to be rewilded. And that's a very different skill set to enrichment training where you're trying to give intellectual stimulation to the animal. So we would work on a combination of both techniques. Then at lunchtime, when it got really hot during the day and the cats don't really want to work, we go home and have a sleep normally, get up, go to the gym. So gym regime is pretty big where I'm working, and then come in the afternoon again. That is more typically devoted to enrichment techniques. There are more people around at that time in the situations that I've been working at. So that again is a really good obstacle to have to keep the cat's concentration and to work with them one-on-one. We do a lot of one-on-one working in the afternoon, and then probably by about 6, 7 o'clock, you're exhausted. It's time to go home, and then sadly I'm in bed by 8:30 most nights to get up for 4:30 in the morning again. I hope I've given a balanced overview on big cat training. Thank you.